And greetings, everybody, and welcome back to Frogman0072. I'm Frogman here, and here we are again back on Mars. As you can see, I've made some minor improvements to the wall. I've extended it out some more, and I have figured out that I'm going to have to waste a crap ton more materials and actually building a level floor to move around on and make things a little bit safer. The downside is once I get everything, the floor plan laid out, I'm going to have to set up perimeters around certain areas, like as you can see, the solar panels and everything. I'm going to make sure that I set up barriers underneath the solar panels and everything so that I don't drive my vehicles underneath them by accident or fly into them. I'm currently right now waiting on materials to process so I can continue building the interior walls here, or interior blocks, because they are a lot cheaper than trying to build the middle walls. That way too, it gives a little bit of a change of variety and everything too. I may change the overall color of them. The way I've got it set up right now is this outer perimeter here next to the wall and next to the main building itself. Going around the building is just plain blocks, and then everything in between is going to be interior blocks, the sci-fi version. I may set up, swap some of these out, flip these over and convert them into to where they look like is it not that one, that one. Make sure they're like this, so when you're looking down, it's got the little emissive there going around the main edge here. I will be putting in handrails and everything in here to kind of add more detail into the areas where it's safe to drive around on. But other than that, I've added a couple of refineries on board with some various sorters on them. I've still got a ton of uranium that was dropped down by Starfleet that I've got to process. And then with Izzy's inventory, it was putting the uranium on the back burner, not processing it, and processing the rest of the ores. Speaking of which, let's go inside, because there's some stuff I'm going to have to change on the auto crafting. Oops. Wrong way. Out. I may rearrange that. Hey! Out. There. Now we go in. There we go. Okay, so a couple things I have noticed that have been kind of goofy as of lately. Let's see if I've got it now. I have noticed that, I'm going to have to go get some more ice. My oxygen's low. The room is not fully pressurized. But anyway, while I'm waiting on that, I'll go do that here in a little bit. We'll go collect some ice. We'll go into our inventories here. Oops, we gotta right click. Thing that I'm looking for is interior plate. Hit end. We're currently got 5,000 in our inventory. I'm going to increase that to 10. We'll create about 5,000 more. I think I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and turn on the disassembly portion of Izzy. To do that, I'm going to locate my programming block by typing in Izzy. Notice I have Izzy solar panels on here. Those are, ooh, I've got to replace some of these because they're times twos. Well, I'm going to put those on the HUD so I can replace them. And there's the programming block with Izzy's inventory manager. Obviously, it's going to give me a warning saying that it can't transfer uranium. We'll figure that out here in a moment. What's going on there? We'll go into edit. We want to go down to the portion that says the auto crafting. As of right now, it's the I've got the auto crafting enabled, and I've got the auto disassembly enabled. So I'm going to go ahead and convert that to true. Click check code and click OK. Now it's going to reboot. It's probably going to send me a little warning that's saying they can't move the uranium again. Yep, there it is. All right, which we're going to go ahead and take a look at now. Narrow down to the refineries. All right, so we'll go into our this should be, yep, this is ore. This is set up as ore. So 4 and 5 are your refinery inlets. 6 and 7 should be your ingot outlets. So uranium ingots should be coming out. So that's why Izzy's not been able to pull any ore of the uranium ore out of the refinery, because it's behind a sorter. And I'm going to go ahead and change this. F. Copy that. Make sure that one's also the actual refinery too. And then we're going to label this one. This is not anything to do with the script. This is for me personally. And when I see those warnings, I'll know why those are those in particular are not playing along with the system because I have them set up. So if I go into my main refinery system now, I'll type in my refineries. Label these uranium only. And these are the rest of these refineries are the basic materials that are being refined. So I have the 2 refineries in here for basic refining materials. This is this assembler up here with the, I believe, the speed and yield modules on them. That's speed and yield. That is my disassembly only assembler. While I have up here in the assembler room, which reminds me, I'm gonna have to get a put a sign up on either side to label that. But in the assembler room, I have the 2 auto assembly only assemblers up here. These 2 assemblers are also tied into the build and repair system I have on board, which has also got a script running for it. So that once I turn them on, whatever they're building, if it senses that we don't have the materials in the inventory or the cargo network for them, it will automatically queue them up in the assemblers. There's my plethora of batteries. And then that oxygen tank is full. Are these turned on again? Yep, this one's. So this space is fully pressurized. That just tells me that I need to go out and collect more ice. Just for main oxygen system. So I'm gonna take I'm gonna leave that one here. I'm actually gonna go up and take the butterball over there to collect ice and have it put ice back into the system. I utilized the butterball as my first atmospheric miner on Mars. It's easy to build. There's no fancy parts on it. I've made some minor modifications to it. I've added some of the new thrusters on here to give it more of a sleek-ish design. I may swap out the rest of the thrusters, but I may end up tearing this thing down later. But it's been a lifesaver in collecting small amounts of materials as of late. There's my search radar. It is in rotation, but it's not currently active right now. So it's just passively rotating. And I'm going to go over here and I'm going to... Oh, it looks like it's got... I already got it set up for the truck. Huh. All right. Well, no, because I don't have the connection for the truck. What I'm going to do is I'm going to set the butterball down here. I'm going to go over and disassemble this stuff. And I'm going to pair and connector. Do 6 first. Boom. And 7. Connector. And then we'll set... Ah! Fell off. Set this up with whitelist. And we're going to go ahead and put ice. Green all. It's going to immediately send it up to that connector. And then all I have to do now is take the butterball over. Let's shut off my ejection system. And connect. So the butterball should now start filling up with ice. If it is not full already. No, almost there. All right, it looks like we're full. The only problem is I don't remember if the connector where this thing was parked at is actually hooked up to the conveyor system, so I'm about to find that out. I have to rework this tubing system here too. Whip the butterball around. Eventually, I'm going to convert this into an actual emergency escape shuttle. I just haven't gotten the, I'm not at a point now where I really need to worry about an escape shuttle. Mainly it's just getting the base built up. Let's see if we're connected. It doesn't look like we are, or to automatically start draining all the ice out of here. Oh, no, not this one. This is not the connector I need to connect to. That's the main connecting system for the main ice. The oxygen system tanks I need to fill are on a different network. And its connector is over here. Oop, come on, Butterball. You can do it. There we go. And now it's transferring all the ice out of the Butterball into the emergency O2 generator, which is now filling the O2 tanks. And hopefully it is now pressurizing the base. We'll leave it there for now. We got another 2 refineries here, which are going to be partially submerged, obviously, because the way everything is going is that everything under here is going to be hidden by this. I'm going to move this block. This is going to get, I guess I'm going to take this away. And I'm going to have to remove this anyway. Because I'm going to have to reposition everything here. Anyhow. Alright, so I've got a nice little dumping system. There's the utility truck I've got out there. Once I'm going to get some more of this floor laid out and built before I actually pull it inside. That and it'll give me time to set up the buttons and everything for the doors over here as well. So each one of the walls is going to get named differently. So this wall over here is the north wall. That is the northeast gate. That is the northwest gate. That is the northwest corner wall. That is the northeast corner wall. That's the east wall, and so on and so forth all the way around. So the main straight walls will be on your base cardinal directions, north, east, south, and west, while the corners and the gates will be designated by which side of the of each wall it's on. So like this here is the north wall. This is referred to as the northeast gate. It's on the northeast because that's the northeast corner wall here, and then that will be the east wall once I get the projector started. I'm going to have to make some minor modifications to the blocks in the blueprint. As you can see here, I have slopes in place. They initially build as regular blocks. I want to get rid of those blocks because I would like them to be kind of individualized. That way I can name each section of the wall, and kind of segregate everything. There's the printer room for small vehicles. This here is another landing site. I may convert this into, I may take these pipes here that are wrapped up, run them down to the floor. Actually, I may run them down that wall there because I believe, nope, that's just inside. Okay, not that important. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and run, I'll reposition the tubes down through here, and then run it back underground here. I'll have to remove these guys, conveyor sorter, or the collection system, get rid of this crap here, move all this stuff down, connect this landing spot into the cargo network, and then reconnect it back up to the printer. I can get rid of these pillars then. Then a lot of my main floor can go in, and I can get rid of these stairs as well because I'm not going to need them because all this is going to be covered up. The only additional I will have to do is on the outside of the walls. As you can see over here, I'm using the drill and fill system to drill out portions of the ground, bringing it down to right where half of the wall is still buried underground. That way it remains a static grid. I've got a lot of things still left to do. I've got the rest of the floor here to make. I've been making slow progress on it here and there. I've gotten the 2 gates set up, and I believe this gate is finally segregated. I haven't segregated this gate yet, I don't think. Nope. I'm going to go ahead and do that now while I'm here. That way, when I go to build, the only thing is I'll wait to fully label this wall if I haven't labeled it already, because I want to get the corner built. Once these 2 blocks are built, and I've got enough of the wall built up, I want to convert these back into the slopes. Mainly what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait until the projector is turns green. So what I'm doing is I'm building the projectors, and they're building the wall, putting up the blueprints for the walls for me. I will turn on the show buildable, but I will not show keep projection. The reason for that is these here are only temporary, and I want them to actually delete the blueprint from their memory banks, so that I can, when I remove them, I ain't got to worry about messing up a blueprint or anything like that. And then I can make the modifications to the blueprint to give it to the newer configuration, so that it kind of segregates everything. I need these blocks in place to build everything, so that because you have to have 2 blocks connecting in order for you to actually start building the projection. think what I'm going to do now is instead of finishing in the interior walls here on the main floor, I'm going to go ahead and start, continue on with building the wall itself. That way I can make further progress with it. But right now, like I said, it's a matter of waiting on materials to get built and getting processed and everything. And I have narrowed myself down to this is as far out as the Bob build and repair systems inside the base will reach, is out to here. I'm not extending them any further because I have them specifically set up for mainly concentration on if anything inside the base gets damaged, it will immediately repair it, or I can turn them on to repair it. I will probably have to adjust the blueprint for it to reset all the lovely additions I've made for it. So if you haven't been following the series thus far, I know I'm probably missing a few videos up on YouTube right now. I didn't catch one of the videos soon enough before it got deleted off Twitch. So there's going to be a gap in the episodes. I believe this is episode 5 of the Mars colony. So the main purpose is to I have been sent here with 2 mission objectives. My primary mission is search and rescue of 2 cargo vessels that have disappeared off of Starfleet's radars. One of them, they believe, was crash landed here in the planet somewhere. The last known location is somewhere near the largest mountain in our solar system, called Olympus Mons. Hence the rotating radar dish. My secondary mission was to deliver ice to a colony base on Mars. The last known reports was that the base was under attack by space pirates. On my way en route to the facility, I was attacked as well. I don't know if it was space pirates or if it was another faction, but they brought my ship down. As you can see, I can bring up the crash site.
Energy low.
And there's my crash site at about a kilometer, just almost 2 kilometers away from the base. I had to hoof it over here and repair and upgrade the facility. I still got quite a few upgrades and stuff that I've got to do. All the exterior piping will be converted into we'll go from the regular conveyor tubes will be turned over to the reinforced tubes to give them a little bit more structural integrity. Then all my internal stuff I'm going to make a little more industrialized, convert those into the round tubes and kind of give it more of an industrial type look to it. Except for this one here, I'll probably just leave this one as is, because it's just going to a cargo conveyor. These are my backup nuclear reactors. They currently have a very minute amount, well, at least one of them has a little bit of uranium in them. The other one doesn't have any in it. I'm in the midst of processing a bunch of uranium right now. Let's go inside and take a look at how much uranium we have processed right now. Looks like our tanks are starting to fill up. So that means our base is going to be fully pressurized. Now, one of the glitches I've been getting in, and I've been noticing it more frequently, it's sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. Sometimes it's all of them, sometimes it's just some of them. But these will go completely orange, but everything is sealed. There's no leaks or anything like that. The reason why I know there's no leaks, one of two things: the leak detection system is not finding any leaks due to build info, and two, if there was an air leak, an alarm would go off, lights would be flashing, those doors will be normally are open, will close. These doors will close to kind of seal off the base and kind of isolate everything. Try and isolate the leak and minimize the loss of oxygen. So here's my hydrogen tanks I've got. Two of them are not currently filling right now. They're over at that one station by the printer. Let's see if I can get myself up here. Those two tanks are over here. These are the two tanks that are not filling because they're not actually connected to the network. They've got their own set of O2 generators here, which I am not going to. I'm going to actually remove those. Actually, I'll leave those in so I have an extra 2 oxygen generators in the main cargo network system. Because it'll be those 2 down there, and then inside here, along this back wall here, we have 3 of our main O2 generators that are filling oxygen in the system right now. Over on here, these are my oxygen tanks. Again, this is on that one that is not connected to the cargo network, so it's not getting it's not getting filled or anything. Air vent status. I think there's a couple of these vents. I'm not sure where they're located at. I'll have to go in and look at them. There's all the batteries I have installed, and I'm about to get a crap ton more. Each wall section has their own set of 4 batteries. I may later on go in and install the new solar panels that Keen has on the walls or around the walls so that they have their own backup power supply. But they are actually cargo conveyed into the main network here in the base. So they're connected to the base itself. So once I get enough uranium processed and I get my main large nuclear reactor filled up with ore, I'm going to kick that bad boy on, and I will be supplying enough power to the base and that will be my main power supply. And then I will go around and lock all these rotors for my rotating solar panels and lock them so that they're not rotating around. Well, I'll probably use those to collect, continue to rotate to collect solar power. But the main large reactor will be my main source of power for the base, which is conveniently hidden in the engineering section. So this section here is the main control room, obviously because of the main control seat here. All the displays I have up here for all the stuff going on, my to-do list. And then this ladder well goes up to the escape hangar up there. Here's the main corridor. Here's the engineering section. This is where the H2O2 generator is at. A couple of the H2 tanks. All my main entrance and exits to the facility are down here as well in the engineering section. I have small hangar bay exits, one for larger vehicles coming in and out, and then smaller vehicles will go out this way. And I've got small personal airlocks on either side of the base. Quite a few refineries on board. And speaking of which, I'm going to go ahead and change the color on this. This is ores. Here's the ingots. So I have a total of 7.4K uranium ingots processed right now. So I got about 1.2% of the 6,000 that I'm tracking. I've got a crap ton of iron ingots, and I still got a lot of iron ore to process. I got a lot of cobalt. The veins of gold here are very small. I will go and mine them when I really need them. So when I'm building your superconductor components for drive generators and jump drives and stuff, I will go and mine some more gold because it's just such a thin vein on the planet. I don't have any silver ore. I have about 15K silver. A lot of silicone. I don't have any platinum. I have 0.1 platinum. I will have to go off planet to get that because they don't have it here. Still got a crap ton of magnesium to process. I've got over almost. I've got 436K of magnesium ore that needs to be processed into ingots. Which is then is going to get converted into ammunition for all the lovely guns I got around the base. And then when I start building the mobile base to leave here to start my main and primary mission for search and rescue of the 2 cargo freighters that we've lost signal to. One was an experimental vessel. The other was sent here more recently to deliver supplies to the planet. But like I said, once they entered the atmosphere of Mars, all communication was cut off between both of the vessels. Starfleet was notified that the one of the cargo freighters that was lost wasn't technically lost. They had an experimental jump drive on board, and then they were in one of their test sites, had jumped it into the actual test site, which you're not supposed to be able to do with jump drives. And so it's accounted for, but they don't have an actual location for it. Because it's the ship's signal is masked by the being underground. But the last cargo ship that entered the atmosphere and then signal was completely cut off. They fear that the craft, as soon as they entered the atmosphere, came under attack and was destroyed and crash landed on the planet. So my job is to go and find out what happened to those 2 frigates and find out what happened to the science teams that were sent here to this planet. And why no communication from here, no communication can leave the planet. All right, I need to go back outside. So my main focus is getting the walls, the main outer perimeter done. There we go. Once the main outer perimeter is done, I will concentrate on working on the interior flooring, getting it all floored up and covering up the ground of the Mars planet, and then getting it all leveled off, going in and filling any gaps that need to be closed off, like closing off this section here so nobody can come in from this side. I also got let me go into my blueprints real quick. I have the defense pillbox and a small pillbox that will go alongside of each gate, and will be connected to each gate via blocks underground. Then they will be strategically placed. One will be placed so the smaller pillbox will be connected right here on the ramps on either side of the ramp itself, and then on the large pillboxes will be connected to between the Gatling guns here, further out away from the wall itself, adding more defensive measures to the base itself. I do have interior turrets as well. I've got Gatling guns and an assault cannon on the main facility itself. Each wall will have a combination of assault and Gatling gun turrets on them. Obviously, the straight walls will have more than the corners will. And each one, let's go in and take a look at the inside here. The one thing I may have to go into it is I noticed that these here it is not allowing me to transfer cargo. I may have to change these over to regular cargo blocks, that way, or cargo conveyors. That way I can get an actual cargo network going inside here. Downside is I'm going to lose a full block. I kind of liked having the cargo pipes in here because it kind of made it look more spacious and gave it a little bit more room inside the base or inside the walls themselves, giving you the ability to transit inside, conduct any repairs, check on the batteries. So other than the cargo network, internal network, as you can see, I have on either end of the wall, the straight walls have 4 batteries of the warfare variety installed, along with on one end of the block I have a part of the new automaton automations update, a defense block. I don't currently have it turned on right now because it requires power in order to run, and it will continue running. If it doesn't detect any enemies, it will continue to run until there are enemies. So that one is for the gate. All right, I can start getting rid of some of this stuff. So one of the things I'm going to go ahead and do is start converting these blocks back over to normal conveyors. I have it set up in a way where it won't be as a big a deal. I can still walk around the conveyor system here. So I can use your standard conveyor tubes.
Inventory full.
All right. Let's go over here and see if I can weld some of this stuff up. Yeah, just as I thought, some of this materials are not going to transfer. So another reason why the walls are taking so long to build is I'm only utilizing one build and repair system for the walls. And which is keeping the power draw down. Hence why I don't have the other build and repairs on right now. And the downside to it is that it takes a little while for things to build. Mainly because the walls themselves, everything that's above ground, with the exception of the main base of the walls, the main base of the walls is made out of light armor. Everything above that is all heavy armor. I may go in and customize. Well, once I get the base finished, I'll go in and start adding custom coloring and everything to it, so I can, give the base a little bit more flair. I may color the tops of the walls where the turrets and everything are at in orange to kind of match the planet. And then go from there. So let's go in here and finish the repairs in here. The other thing too, with the way this base is located and where it is, as you can see here, notice that some of this is not intersecting with the ground. I'm going to have to go back later and add in more blocks to make it meet the ground so they're easy to drive up on. And close off sections, because over here, if I turn on this projector on from shut the show buildable only off, as you can see right now, all that conveyor network system underneath is exposed. Not that it will be easy to hit, but with what I've seen thus far in Space Engineers mechanics for firing, these could be the first things destroyed, even though everything up top is being hit. So I want to bring this portion of the wall further down into the ground, kind of giving that added protection. And then I'll do that the rest of the way around, especially on this side of the wall, because this is the lower section of the wall of the base, and then everything on the east side is the west side of the base is the lowest, and the east side is the highest. So I got to carve out the east and blockade the west. At least on the outside. I won't have to do it on the inside because everything inside will be that'll be covered or underneath these blocks here. So that is my plan so far with the build of the base. I will continue on with the conversion of the lovely conveyor tubes to conveyor pipes. From the conveyor pipes to the conveyor tubes, because it looks like with the last update, it kind of broke those pipes, or one of the updates broke those pipes, which is a shame. Those things are awesome. They kind of add a little more personal touch and make it look more militarized slash industrialized. And I also noticed they don't transfer gas. I think that's when I realized the tubes were broken, because they weren't transferring gas in the because I used them to convey up the oxygen network inside. It wasn't working properly. So and I'm gonna have to do that to all the walls, convert them over to back to the vanilla conveyor system, but I'm glad it's just the stuff that's inside that I have to convert over. I didn't do that to everything underneath, mainly because I knew that they would it wouldn't look right to me. It didn't look right with the piping underneath it. I wanted to, because you're not really going to be underneath the wall conducting repairs. It's mainly going to be inside the wall conducting repairs, or checking on batteries, also checking on the defense blocks that's in each of the walls. Let's go over here to the corner one before we go, and I want to double check to make sure that I have the defense blocks installed on it. Nope, doesn't look like this one does. At least not in this corner. And it doesn't look like the entire wall's been finished either. So there's still sections of this wall that still need to be built, which is no surprise because I was running low on components. I'm going to go ahead and turn this block back on. I want to see if there was a defense blocks put in. I may have to add a defense block. Oops, I broke the light. And it doesn't even look like the... Oh, crap. So there's 4 batteries missing in here. Oh, well, I'll have to add those in by hand then. No big deal. Oh, so it does look like we're missing a turret up here. So each of the corner walls will have 2 assault cannon turrets with 4 Gatlings, whereas each long wall will have 4 assault and 4, 6 of the Gatlings. So it's got quite a bit of defense on it. I may set up buttons for each wall defense system to be auto shut off, because if you look at the power drain, using via build info. That's 1,000 watts. That's 2,000 watts of power. There's another 2,000 watts of power. So that's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. That's 20 watts. Or that's 20,000. Is it 2,000 kilos? And so it's right now. Each one uses 2 kilowatts, and that's 20 kilowatts per wall, per straight wall. And then you've got the 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. You got 12 kilowatts per corner wall. That's a lot of power drain to have on all the time. So I'll probably go into my control room here and set up buttons for to kind of mirror the defense walls. Obviously, we're not going to have corner buttons. But I'll set up consoles and buttons between the consoles. So the buttons will represent the gates themselves, and then the consoles will represent each one will represent the wall. So that means this is going to be another mod added to here, and it'll be a mod by Spacebar, and it's in his control seats. Wait, do I have? No, I don't have his. These are the executive blocks. Nope. Yeah, so I'll have to go and enable Spacebar's consoles. I may put the a different set of consoles on here, so that way I can just play around with them. So I have see if they're still working or not. I do know that last time I heard a lot of the modular encounter systems is broken. Mainly the main system that runs everything, or that allows everything to spawn in the planet. The modular encounter, the system itself, due to the last update, as always, broke the mod. I believe he may have already have it fixed already, but I haven't seen or heard word of any fixes or repairs to the modular encounter system. So that's why it's extremely quiet right now. Why I'm not getting attacked, even though I have all these freaking turrets up. I should be getting bombarded because my threat code is extreme, at least in accordance with the modular encounter system. My threat level would be exponentially high because of the amount of weapon systems I have up right now. And it's only going to get higher because I've got a shit ton more weapons to put up. I've still got 3 sections of wall to install, along with the 2 different varieties of pillboxes to install. They are also have their own set of turrets. And I think they're all, with the exception of the larger pillboxes, have Gatlings, and interior turrets. Gatlings on the upper side, interior turrets down on the lower, and then the pillboxes just have the small pillboxes have just personnel turrets, and they will be set to target players, while as the rest of this stuff will be targeted towards large grid. I may go and implement interior turrets on here as well, and turn those on to missiles. So if I do have missiles incoming, those turrets will focus on those. Other than that, I've got a lot of work ahead of me. Come join me on Wednesday. I still haven't decided what I'm going to stream. I'll say this much: this one is going to be a little different than my normal streams, mainly because it's going to be short and it's going to be a little on the rough side. I say that because I'm going to be doing my stream from my phone, and it's a continuing an upcoming project I'm working on that I wish to share with everybody, and see if I can get some help in locating some parts and stuff for it, because it's getting a little difficult. Kind of need to get this vehicle up and running again before I take it out of service for longer periods of time. Mainly because I want to burn the engine out in it, or break something in it to where I have to park it for a longer period of time. And then that's when it'll become my actual project. So look forward to that on Wednesday. I'm not streaming Tuesdays and Thursdays. Tuesdays and Thursdays will give me a time in to go in and make preparations, like some of the stuff I need to move some stuff around my truck. So I get you don't have to see all the junk that's surrounding the outside of my truck and the yard. And then and doing some more of the build here on the base, and then doing some stuff in Icarus, doing some stuff in Void Train. Well, we're doing Void Train on we're doing Occupy Mars on Friday, Void Train on Saturday, Icarus on Sunday. But yeah, I still gotta once I get my schedule figured out, I will update my calendar with the times I'm going to stream and what games I'm going to be streaming. But if you do have a game that you wish to see me play, or would like to see me play, or think I might be interested in, please drop it in the comments below. Please like and subscribe. That'll push my viewers up, so I can start getting some kickback from doing all this extra work. And then take all this stuff and the support you guys give me to go back into. I've got to upgrade my 2060, hopefully to put a 4080 and a water-cooled system on it. Setting up a networking, a server system inside my house for things like Space Engineers and multiplayer games. So when I start bringing things into the multiplayer world, I don't have to worry about trying to find and paying somebody for a network. I may end up, depending on the people that I'm playing with, I may end up buying one and paying for one anyway. But I'd rather have the option of if I'm locally hosting off my own server. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So please like and subscribe. If you don't like it, yeah, the dislike button's right next to it. But please leave a comment. Give me something more profound than to say you're doing a good job. I want your criticism. I need your help. I can't improve in my video skills if I'm not receiving any input back. If you have you hear something on this channel and you have an idea, drop the link in the comments. Send me hit me up on the Discord over on Armcore or the Zebra Monkeys channel. And then come over to my Twitch channel, check out some of the videos I got posted up there. Wednesday and well, Mondays will be my YouTube days, and then Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday are my Twitch days. Come and join me on those days. Become a follower. Help push my numbers up so that I can become an affiliate and start kicking some of that stuff back out to you guys as well as helping me to improve the equipment I have so I can put out a better quality. Because everything I get from these videos, they're not going into my projects outside. If it has nothing to do with my computer games or anything like that, that's my own main job. Will pay for that. This stuff that I would get from this would go back into this, like building my own server, upgrading and updating my main desktop, getting a capture card so I can set up my laptop which has a 4080 in it, and using that as a streaming PC and reducing some of the load off of my gaming PC. But anyway, I thank you for all coming in, though which were relatively quiet tonight, which is no big deal. I'm kind of used to it. Again, I'm just starting out, so no surprise. I do thank you for watching the video. Please leave comments down on the bottom. Be descriptive. Hey, do this better. Hey, here's an idea. Hey, here's where you can find a capture card. Hey, if you're looking for your computer components, here's this place I recommend. So on and so forth. Stay tuned. Join me on Wednesday over on Twitch. I will drop. Pay attention to the Zebra Monkey and Armcore Discord. And I'll remember to set up my Twitch account, my Twitter account, the X account now, because it's called X, whatever. And have it pop up saying that when I'm going live on Twitch. Again, thank you for stopping by, and I hope you all have a nice day, the fun rest of your evening, and y'all come back now.